This is a Fujitsu Esprimo P558. So today we are going to be finding out if this thing can actually be transformed into a decent budget gaming PC. And by the end of this project, I will be putting it up for sale. So how did I end up with this Fujitsu? Well, a few weeks ago, I was scrolling through Facebook Marketplace like I usually do at 2 a.m. to find some really nice deals. And I came across this Fujitsu and I picked it up for about 185,000 naira. And for that price, the specs went bad. We've got an Intel Core i5 8th gen CPU, 8 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, and a 256 gigabyte SSD. It's not exactly a gaming monster by a long shot, but that's exactly the point. The goal isn't just to make the PC faster. I also want to make it look good. So the plan is simple. Step 1, upgrade the performance. Step 2, improve cosmetics. And step 3, put it up for sale. And hopefully prove that you don't need a budget of like over a million naira to get into PC gaming. So before installing any of the new parts, I wanted to see what this PC could do completely stock. This gives us a baseline to compare against our future upgrades. Here I am using Task Manager to check out the specs of the PC. You can use other third-party apps like CPU-Z, but Task Manager is pretty decent to check them out. So you check your CPU, GPU, memory, and hard drives. And unfortunately, I don't have a capture card to record gameplay, and I didn't want to use OBS in fear of tanking the FPS of the games while benchmarking. So I just put my phone in front of the monitor to record gameplay. So forgive me for the terrible recordings. Hopefully in the next video I'll have a capture card by then. So for our first game, we have Minecraft Java Edition. And as you can see in the top left corner, we're averaging about 25 to 30 FPS, but this is only at 10 chunks, which is the recommended. Increasing to 32 chunks, our FPS drops down to about 20 to 21 FPS, and it even went a bit lower once the chunks actually did load in. Since Fortnite is one of the more popular games, it felt like another good place to start. And as you can see, we're averaging about 20 to 25 FPS on integrated graphics, which is playable. You can get into the game, move around, and actually play a bit, but it's really not enjoyable. There are plenty of stutters and slowdowns, especially when things get hectic, like when you are in combat. Next up was Marvel Rivals, but this was where the Intel UHD 630 hit its limit. We ran into a graphics driver error before we could even load into the game. To improve performance, I picked up only two parts. First was another 8 gigabyte stick of DDR4, and that would take us from 8 gigabytes to 16 gigabytes in this PC. And I picked that up for about 50,000 naira. But I did buy this a few weeks before I bought this PC, and the prices of RAM have changed since then. So I think RAM is about somewhere between 75 to 90,000 naira right now. So yeah, we're going to have to deal with that in like future videos and builds. Next, the most important upgrade in a gaming PC is the graphics card, and for that I picked up a GTX 1650, and that was released back in 2019, I believe, as a budget gaming GPU. But I do believe it is the best 4 gigabytes graphics card on the market, and I picked that up for about 120,000 naira. With the GTX 1650 installed and the addition of the extra 8 gigabytes of DDR4, Minecraft was an easy win. The game held a stable 60 FPS throughout testing, delivering a stable experience without any issues. The difference in Fortnite was massive. What was once running at the low 20s is now running at around 120 FPS with minor dips into the 110s. That is a night and day difference between integrated graphics and dedicated graphics. Marvel Rivals went from not launching at all to running surprisingly well. With the GTX 1650 handling graphics duties, the game maintained around 60 to 70 FPS, making it perfectly playable on this budget upgrade. So now that we've seen the benchmarks, considering the budget, I mean, I'd call that a huge upgrade. Let's look at how much we spent in total. For the PC itself, we spent about 185,000 naira. For the RAM, we spent 50,000 naira. And for the GPU, we spent 120,000 naira. That comes down to a total of 355,000 naira. But we are not done yet. So in the next video, we're going to be handling the cosmetics upgrades for this PC. Obviously, you can stop here with the performance upgrades if you want. You don't necessarily have to do this cosmetics upgrades. We just want to make this PC look good because I am going to be putting it up for sale. So in the next video, we're going to be doing things like cutting the side panel, repainting the PC, slapping in some glass, putting in some RGB, and the like. So you can stop here again if you want to. It's totally fine. It's optional to do the cosmetics upgrades. If you're enjoying this project, leave a like and subscribe, and let me know what you do differently in the comments. And also remember, once this PC is done, I will be listing it for sale, so keep an eye on the page if you're interested in owning it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.